Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan. And today I thought I would share with you junk journal madness and what it is, and then go through a little recap of 2024. So, I don't know if you have this problem, but have been, since I started junk journaling, just having my just brain has been filled with ideas of journals to make. And then, I get caught up in where do I go next? And I kind of do well with things that are sort of prompts. I mean, I like things with prompts, obviously, if you've been watching my channel. But I needed something to kind of ground me and put me in a zone and say, okay, Susan, we're going to make this kind of journal. And I thought, well, let me bring others along with me. And so I actually kind of thought of this idea at the towards the end of 2023. And it was getting to be like around spring break in March, and so that's where madness came from March Madness. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and just start this. So I started this document, and I'll share that with you here. um, and anyways, I think it's kind of got a little following now, which I love. So the hashtag is just JJ Madness, try to keep it kind of short. And so this started in April. And the idea is to select a theme, um, a minimum number of items, like materials to include, and a number of items to make as a minimum. And then, of course, you can obviously use more and do more. Everyone is invited to join. You don't have to be a YouTuber or Instagrammer. You could just be a crafter in your room and you want to make a journal. If you would like to be a guest collaborator, if you're a YouTuber or Instagrammer, you can contact me via Instagram or at my email at iturtlyloveit@gmail.com. So this little packet I'm going to share with you is linked below. It's a Google Doc, so you can click that link and just make yourself a copy. I do try to put the date on it now so that we know when we update it. And it is also a PDF in my coffee shop, and that's for free. And that link is below as well. All right, so let's get started. So this first page, so if you print these out, you don't have to print out these first two pages, this, header page and page one. Page one is just a journal theme idea, brain dump. This was all the things I was thinking about. And as I've thought of new things, I've added them on here. And if you see anything missing, let me know. And so you can just go over here and say a pick, like I'm going to do a blue Mother Goose book, or an orange apothecary, or boho farmhouse. You can put things together. Or you can just say, I want to do a Sherlock Holmes journal, or let's pick a national holiday and make a journal. So this is just a brain dump. So if you are a guest collaborator, you can use this. You can also come up with something that's not on the page, but this is here to help kind of guide you if you're stuck on ideas. All right, page 2 are items to include. These are your materials. And we roll a die. I have a 12-sided die. And we roll it and just see how many things to include. And typically we end up using more than that because it's a relatively small number. But all your papers and your little bits and bobs are on here. And if you see anything missing, let me know. And then page 3 are the items to make. Once again, we'll roll a die. And these are all your journal cards, pockets, tags, belly bands, hidden and altered paper clips, etc. And if you see something missing, let me know. All right, so if you're interested, reach out. Right now, as I'm recording this, I have 6 free spots available in 2025. We don't do it in January or December because everybody's busy doing junk journal January and all the December dailies. that are going on, and December is kind of busy. So we're gonna start in February, and I've got February, March, April, and June already lined up. So if you're interested, let me know before they're gone. So let's do a little recap of 2024. Like I said, I started it. I did April and May. Um, I wrote down 6 theme ideas, and I rolled a die, a 6-sided die. That's why we've been doing 6, because I started with a die. I've now switched to the little spinning wheel online. And so in April, that first one was recipe, time period of your choice. All right, so here is my recipe journal that I made. I do have playlists linked below for my videos, and then I have one of all the participants in 2024. This one's fun. I enjoyed it. I have lots of recipe stuff. I don't know if you do too. And this little red and white gingham fabric was cool to add to that. And I really enjoyed this. I had just gotten a sewing machine at spring break, so I was using that. But yeah, there you go. So, and it's in a cellophane wrapper here because I'm hoping maybe someone will want it one day. All right, so that was April. And yours truly was the host, and I was also the host in May. In May, I don't know if you can see all these fun ideas, but I ended up with Fancy Tea Party. May is a kind of busy month for me at school, so it was nice to have such small numbers, which meant I can make a small journal. This is just a little paper bag journal with a single signature in it, and a little fold out there. That was fun to add smaller things, and yeah, and some lighter colors, because we're getting into summer. All right. And then in June, so I think mid-May, I decided, I should maybe have a guest collaborator, so I'm not having to come up with the themes all the time, and have all the fun. And so I advertised it in a Facebook group, and Amber from Night Owl Collage jumped on the opportunity, and go visit her channel. She's taking a little break, but she's had digitals and things. But her theme that was chosen was black and white, and then art slash photography slash writing, and that was fun to make. I think that's the only really colors, that red and that blue in there. But when I watched her videos, she really kind of helped me as a YouTube creator, guide me into excuse me, making a better like my series of videos, like planned out a little bit better, a better sequence, I guess. And so I've kind of used her format for the most part since then. So I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from it, all my collaborators. So that was fun. All right, then July, I had Teresa Conway Hayes, and she had some fun ideas too. And Vintage Victorian was selected. We included 5 items and made 12. And this journal is the reason I'm making this video, because I want to use this journal for something here in 2025. And I was like, well, before I write in it and do stuff with it, I need to share it. So, and this one had an interesting. I'm really bad about thinking about the closure at the very end. I need to do better. So that was a different kind of closure, but yeah, it was fun doing Vintage Victorian. And then Teresa sent me her journal that she made. How fun. So I've got her journal. Hers is a little smaller journal. Of course, she'll be linked in that Journal Madness participants playlist, so go check her out. All right, and then Brittany and I were on the design team for Creating with Jovi at the same time. And Brittany guest collaborated in August, and her theme was flowers and butterflies, and we had to include 11 items and make 8 things. Um, and so I ended up throwing in birds as well and made a little nature study. This was super fun to make. I made that little thing right there, and that was cool. I don't even know what you'd call it. This was like a little notepad that I attached it to the little tab that keeps that folder on. So that was fun to make. All right. And I've tried to make different journals every month, like a different style, not just have a different theme. All right, and then September, this was my first Instagrammer. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but it was Steph at Busy Beehive Creative, and vintage sewing was the theme, which was really nice because I had a lot of sewing patterns, and you can use buttons and all kinds of laces and things, and yeah, I enjoyed this journal as well. That's not the card. I had this little thing came off and I couldn't remember where it came from, so I just clipped it there. But that was fun. I liked using that ticking fabric and adding that. I tried to sew on the buttons here, but I should have used a smaller needle. I do have my needles out now. All right. And then in October, Tracy from Lottie's Magic Attic was my guest collaborator, and out of all her cool choices, it ended up being Steampunk Halloween, which really I think was the toughest because I was like, well, I could do Halloween, I could do Steampunk, but Steampunk Halloween, um, that really got me out of my, you know, shell, I guess, and out of my normal routine of things I think about. So, um, but it was fun. I never made a Halloween or steampunk journal, so that was cool. All right, and then last but not least, and she has just finished up hers here at the end of December. She took her time and has added a lot of cool elements. But my last guest collaborator was Kathleen from Creative Solace Studios. She's on Instagram and YouTube, um, and she had a lot of fun ones. And it landed on Cornucopia of Gratitude, which was perfect for November. And this was just like a gift bag, but it was paper sack type of gift bag. Um, and she's a lot into mixed media. I believe she's an art teacher, and so that inspired me to get the paint out and do some paint in here. And of course, we actually journaled in these, so um, I could still add stuff next year. There's still plenty of room in there. All right, so that brings us to 2025. Like I said, I've got collaborators for February, March, April, and June. And if you think you're interested, let me know. A few people have said they're going to look into it. I think it'd be cool if we could get some of the big channels, like Gail or Margaret. I know she's dealing with some health issues. Amy from Crafty Cats, Joey Cardmaker, Belinda, Visualized NZ. So put a bug in someone's ear and let them know that they need to come try this. If you're a digital creator, this is a cool idea because you could give us themes for some of your kits. And I do this, a few weeks ahead of time. I record my reveal video. That way, the collaborator has time to start gathering things, and they can start like at the beginning of the month too. And if you're a digital creator, if you wanted to do this and you need more time, you just let me know. We can work something out. As far as choosing the theme and letting you get prepared for that. But you don't have to use any digitals. You could just use your materials. Um, Kathleen's journal here in November was the most, I'm going to use the word eclectic, because it was just like all the things, like, a piece of this and a little bit of this. And it was really cool seeing it come together. So go check out all the guest collaborators videos. Like I said, that's going to be linked below. And if you're not one to be a collaborator, but you just want to play along, we'd love to have you. My collaborator for February has already sent me their ideas for their themes. So we're gonna, get that started here in a couple weeks. Make a video and figure out what the theme will be for February. But I'm excited. So yeah. So I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go tell your fellow junk journalers about Junk Journal Madness. Share this video with them, and let's see if we can fill those other 6 spots. All right, guys. I appreciate you and your time. Until the next one. Bye bye.